Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome to today's video. So today we did an all-out mile. This was the first time I attempted an all-out mile in, I'd say, over 2 years. And so definitely a big improvement since my last mile. My previous PR was 6 minutes and 42 seconds. And so today running a 5:35 is definitely a big jump, shaving off over a minute. And so for those of you who are new to the channel or don't know me, my name is Boris. I am a student at the University of Texas in Austin, and in my free time I like to train for endurance events, having completed a marathon, an Ironman, and a 100-mile ultra marathon in the last year. And so it's been a while since I've done anything, I guess, speed related faster. So I spent about 6 months preparing for my ultra marathon, doing a bunch of long, slow, easy aerobic runs. So it's definitely nice being able to kind of find your speed again. So I like doing that through the mile, even 400 meter, an all-out 400 meter, mile, 5K, 10K, so on, kind of the middle distance area. And so I guess after you see this first lap, I come in at 76 seconds, which is a little bit fast for the first lap, because I'd say it's like at a sub-5 minute mile pace. The first lap is actually the longest. It's 410 meters because a true mile is, I think, 1610 meters. So I did start about 10 paces before the first lap. And so why am I training for the shorter distances? I think there's this concept of periodization where you're kind of breaking up your training into different segments. And so I like the long distance stuff like marathons and ultras, but one day I definitely want to train for a sub 3 hour marathon. And I think that having a sub 5 minute mile under your belt before you start that prep is definitely pretty useful, because I think a lot of marathon prep, even though it is mostly, or it's pretty much all aerobic, being able to have that faster top end speed is definitely going to be really helpful in those workouts. And it's also, I think, a lot more fun. It's definitely a change of scenery compared to just doing a bunch of long runs, which is what I had been doing for, I'd say, pretty much a year at this point. And let's see, I'd say I'm really happy with today's result, considering that maybe 2 or 3 years ago I did my first ever all-out mile, and that was with pretty much no running experience at all. I never did any like cross country or anything in high school, and so my first all-out mile was like in 8 minutes and 12 seconds. And so that to a 6:40, and then to most recently a 5:35 is definitely a big improvement. But as you can see on the second lap, I did slow down just a little bit. I think, yeah, I did go out a little bit hard on the first lap, and I knew that I kind of had to control my pace a little bit. So I think on this third lap, I did do a pretty good job holding that pace. And so for those of you who haven't ran a mile before, the third lap is definitely the hardest. So this current lap right here, I was probably feeling a little bit lightheaded. Mentally, it's the hardest because you've run the first 2 laps pretty hard, and then you cross the halfway and you realize you still got to do that another time, but this time your heart's already beating pretty quickly. And so I think once I get past this first lap, it's an all-out mile, or it's an all-out lap on the final one, and so you know you don't have to leave anything in the tank. So mentally it's a little bit easier. And as you see, I think I crossed the third lap in about 4 minutes and 9 seconds, and compared to like the world record mile pace, which was, I think, like a 3 minute 50 something, like they would already be done, which is pretty mind-boggling. And for pro marathoners, I think the world record is like just under a 2 hour marathon, or the official world record, the unofficial marathon is under 2 hours, and that pace was done at like 4:30. And so it's pretty mind-boggling how fast these guys are running. But anyways, fighting demons on this last lap, and I'm gonna end the talking so you can watch me finish off the last 200 meters.
Come on, bro.
Oh. 5:35 mile.
Get.
Go get this. Come up here. Damn.
Fast as hell, boy.
My previous PR was like 6:40. Good stuff. Oh, all right.